Alright, so today is a big day. This tank is finally getting an upgrade. So for a while I had it as a planted aquarium and then I turned it into a reef tank, as you can see, and it looks pretty good. But some of the corals have started to kind of outgrow the tank, and I've kind of wanted to upgrade it for a while now, so I thought I'd take you guys along for the process. So let's get started. So before I start taking this tank down, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of update on the tank and kind of break it down for the people that haven't seen this tank before. So like I said, this is a Marineland 5-gallon portrait aquarium. You can get these tanks on Amazon for like $60, maybe $80 now. I got mine for around $60. But like I said, for a while I had this tank as a nice planted aquarium. I had some white cloud minnows and some simple aquatic plants in there. And then I had to go to college, so I took my 20-gallon long aquarium and I ended up breaking that down and pretty much condensing a lot of the corals into this one tank and taking my one fish, Scott, there he is right there, he's a clownfish, and putting him in here. He's the only fish in this tank right now. So let me start with just the equipment real fast. So this is a AquaClear 30 filter, I believe. Super simple. I don't have the top on because I have the auto top off tube that goes down to my water reservoir. Here's the auto top off. It kind of glitches out half the time because it's right next to this window and the sun reflects on it. Kind of makes a weird reflection, so it thinks the water level is a lot lower than it actually is. And this causes the whole tank to fill up with a lot of fresh water, and it's actually overflowed a few times. I'm really impressed with this Kessel A80. It's a super simple light, just kind of goes from blue to white, and that's about it. And these are the settings I currently have it at. And then up there I have the Higer mini wave maker, and then I just have a small Aqueon heater all the way back there. Everything on this tank is pretty simple, really easy to manage. I probably do a water change about once a month on this tank. And as for the corals, I just have this toadstool leather coral. This is the main reason why I'm upgrading the tank. I just don't actually want to take the time to cut this to size and have it look gross for a while. So I thought I'd just upgrade the tank. Got a little finger leather coral back there. I have quite a bit of pulsing xenia up here, except these green star polyps are kind of taking over. You can see these stems of the xenia don't look as healthy as like the ones over here, and that's because they're kind of growing over the top of them. So there's kind of a lot of dead xenia floating around the tank right now. Have some green, I think Redactus mushrooms. Got the acans and the trumpet coral. And that's pretty much it for this tank. So here's the new tank. It's 7 gallons, which is 2 whole gallons larger than the other one. My friend actually got this tank at a thrift store, and he had a fish in it. That fish sadly died. Ripofiscia, I think its name was. And after he gave it to me, I decided I wanted to use it to upgrade the reef tank. So hopefully this tank doesn't actually explode when I fill it up with water, because it used to have a top rim and I decided to take that off. So hopefully it will support all the weight of the water, which I'm sure it will, but there's always that possibility it could just explode in the middle of the night. But I also got some sand for the bottom of the tank. I also got an extra rock, but I don't know if I'll end up using this rock because I don't know if there'll be enough room, but I thought I'd just grab it just in case. So let's get started taking this tank down.
Several days later.
It's been around 2 weeks since I set up the new tank, and it's actually doing pretty good, and it hasn't exploded in the middle of the night yet, so that's a plus. But it's doing really good. Here it is, looking awesome. So I ended up adding that rock that I had, that extra rock that I had, and I think it looks okay. The only thing is it's very kind of bright purpley and the other rocks aren't, but I'm hoping I can grow some of these mushroom corals on it and it won't look as out of place. And you may also notice this Kenya trees over there in the back corner. I did have it on top of the new rock, but it kept falling, so I just need to get some super glue so I can super glue it there. But honestly, all the corals are looking happy. You can see there's a little bit of algae on the glass, which is fine. I'll probably end up scraping that after this video. But the corals definitely look better. The acans are more opened, and I think that's just because it's a little bit lower flow right there. And I ended up moving the trumpet coral kind of down below. But I just added everything that was already on the existing tank just onto this tank. This right here is just the automatic feeder. But yeah, this tank is looking wonderful. I'm actually about to move this tank because I kind of forgot I had to move soon. So set this tank up, looking great. Now I have to move and it's gonna look bad again for a little bit, but I'll see you guys in the next video.